using the quadratic equation. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of quadratic equations and learn how to find their roots using the quadratic formula. So let's start with a quick overview. A quadratic equation is an equation of the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are constants. The roots of a quadratic equation are the values of x that make the statement true. The quadratic formula is a powerful tool for finding the roots of any quadratic equation. It's a formula that helps us discover the values of x that satisfy the equation. So let's look at the components of the quadratic formula. So the a, b, and c are the coefficients from the formula ax squared plus bx plus c, which is our formula from before. The term b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. So let's see what we got here. We got discriminants and roots. So if the discriminant is positive, and I'm going to do this one in red here just so you can see. Did I write that in the wrong spot? Yes. If the discriminant is positive, the two roots are real and distinct, which means we have two real solutions. So positive. This one is positive, the first one. We get two real solutions. If the discriminant is equal to 0, if it's equal to 0, we get one real solution. And if the discriminant is negative, there are no solutions, no real solutions. 0 real solutions, as we can see. So we're going to do an example here. And our example is 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. So let's get started. The first step is to identify a, b, and c. So let me rewrite the formula underneath. So we've got ax squared minus bx or plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now, since the formula is right underneath, we can align. We see that 2 and a, is equal to 2 because we got the x squared here, and this is our coefficient. B is negative 5 because we take the whole value, and since we got a negative in front of the 5, it's going to be negative 5. And C is 3. So now our second step is to substitute these values into the quadratic formula. Let's do that. So let me write our formula here. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this is our quadratic formula, and I know it looks a little bit scary at first, but I promise you it's very simple. All we have to do is substitute. So let's substitute our values. Substitute, and then we can solve. So we have minus b, so minus, our b is negative 5, so I'll do this one in blue, minus 5. Then we've got plus or minus square root of b squared, so b is again negative 5, so we're going to square that whole value of negative 5, including the negative, minus 4. A I'll do in blue or in red. and C I'll do in green. So we got 2, and we've got 3 according to the formula. And then over, all of this over 2. A is 2, so we're just going to substitute that value in here. 2. Oh, did I do the wrong color? Oh gosh. There you go. That's 2. Sorry about that. So this, as you can see, I've done A in red, B is going to be in blue, and C is in green. C is in green. Our next step is to calculate. And this one is the longest step in the entire problem. So 5 plus minus. So we got 5 plus or minus square root of negative 5 squared plus or minus. Oh god. Make that a little neater as well. So minus 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3. And then all of this is over 2 times 2. And that's going to be our x. I'm just going to write x on the right side because we don't have space on the left side to write it. So here, we can start simplifying our square root. So let's do that. We got 5 plus or minus 25. 5 squared is 25. And since we got the negative, it cancels out because when we multiply negative 5 and negative 5, we get 25. So, and then minus 4 times 2, we get negative 8. And then negative 8 multiplied by 3, we get minus 24. And all of this is over 2 squared. So I'm going to redo that in a different color. So now we can also simplify the square root, and we can simplify this 2 times 2 down here. So let's do that. So we got x equal to 5 plus or minus square root of 1 over 4. Now we're going to simplify this. And you may be like, where can I simplify? Well, the square root of 1 is equal to 1. The square root of 1 is equal to 1. So, let me rewrite this. We get x is equal to 5 plus or minus 1 over 4. And right now, you're probably like, what does this plus or minus mean? I'm really confused. This plus or minus is very important because it just signifies that it's either 5 plus 1 or 5 minus 1. And that signifies that we have 2 solutions. They both lead to a different answer. So if we do the 5 plus 1 over 4, and the 5 minus 1 over 4, let's do both of those. So 5 plus 1 over 4 is going to be 6 over 4. And that can be simplified down to 3 halves. And if we do the 5 minus 1 over 4, we have 4 over 4. And that's equal to 1. That's equal to 1. So our final answer is going to be x is equal to, where should I write it? Yeah, I'll just erase everything and write it. 3 halves, x equal to 1. So let's rewrite our answers. So the answer is x is equal to 3 halves, x is equal to 1. And we're done! Thank you for watching this video.